just in to the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Washington football team. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
12 at the 32-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield down. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. John Ross with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play.
They run again with Hyde on first. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 34 yards there and a first down.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
2-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Josh Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. They'll try and run it in with Hyde. And he is into the end zone to give them a 2-point lead. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
On the return, Andy Isabella. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On a return, Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. And this one caught by Cameron Brain. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it at the 15. That goes for a gain of 31.
Washington.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
The 15-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has retaken the lead. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Here's Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Bengals 8. Graham Gano.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tab.
Carlos Hyde, see you later. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
Carlos Hyde, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Hyde. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return, Isabella. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Danny. 58,
First down, Mayfield. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 21st touchdown of the season. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. throwing. Mayfield. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play. There for Cincinnati. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll give to Hyde. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
Carlos Hyde with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Sly on for the extra point.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now once again the Bengals will try for 2. They'll try and run it in with Hyde. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And his throw is incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mayfield. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Mayfield to throw it. Complete. He finds Bray. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. 9-yard line. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now they hand off to Coleman. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Coleman, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. To throw, Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Cameron Bray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield looks to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A gain of 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Always got some breathing room. 12 yards there and a first down.
The ball carrier.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got a go. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll run high. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Second down and 8. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Cincinnati.
Golden Tate with touchdown number 8 on the year as they have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Isabella. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Isabella on the return. Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. John Ross as the first half is winding down. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now Mayfield. And that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you...
Yeah, that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Jackson's pass intercepted.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on first and 10.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike's 59.
Final play of the half, Mayfield going deep downfield for Ross. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop.
A 3-yard pickup.
On second down, Hyde. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
Carlos Hyde with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. As his guys have now moved out in front. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get fantastic, a lot of fun to watch.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Washington, 34.
Touchdown. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Mecole Hardman. Touchdown number 22 on the season as they have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
42. Bengals, 38. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So, sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On third down, Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down and then some. 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Another tote for the afternoon workhorse. It's high and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's High. Cincinnati. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Again, the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down now. Hyde. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They try again with Hyde. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a pickup of 6. 1st down, Washington.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Ball carrier, Thomas Davis.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Mayfield on play action. He's airing it out for Sanu. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On third down, Mayfield going deep downfield for Raw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. John Ross with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down, being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Hyde. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He completes it to Tate. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brings up
4th down. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. He's going to have the first down past the 20. He's at the 50. He's at the and touchdown, Washington. Raheem Mostert, 91 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
You know, the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 50 yards. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Josh Gordon, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Bengals 44.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Mayfield.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Going deep downfield for Ross. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
An incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Throwing again. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Jackson's pass intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Gano is going to miss this one left. Oh, it's no good for Gano. And this score will stay right where it is. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Party going up, a champ.